Hi guys, it's Longboy13 here. It's time for the weather forecast for the week ahead, and we haven't had this for quite some time. Actually, not particularly heavy, but persistent rain, which I haven't seen probably since the end of April. I'll just quickly confirm May 2020 has been the sunniest and probably the driest month on record in the region. Not the warmest on record. We have had some cold spells. Sorry, excuse me. Sorry, my nose was very itchy for a sec. Must be hay fever or just the remains of hay fever. It's not high today, thankfully, but it was pretty bad a few days ago. Anyways, back to the forecast. Last month was very different. This month will be obviously like the opposite in terms of the weather conditions. Now, first couple of days of June, it was very warm and 24 degrees. From Wednesday onwards, it just turned much colder. It wasn't a complete washout, but rain was mostly light and patchy. But yesterday brought in some big showers. Large hail I've had in my area, but they were very brief because it was so windy. It just pushed through the showers so quickly. Interestingly though, ever since it cleared my area further south, the lightning has actually intensified, and there was a lot of rain for some places in a short space of time. I think the storm's just really picked up since leaving South Midlands onwards, up to Northampton, up to London. It was pretty wet there. Now, obviously, today's weather, there's no big threat of showers and thunderstorms today. It's just some light patchy rain sweeping southwards once again. And temperatures, it actually feels humid outside, but it's not really changing the thermometers much. At best, you might reach 15 degrees Celsius. It's probably very humid today, so maybe that's why it feels a bit warmer than that. But the rainfall chance of heavy rain later on this afternoon will be at 60%. South and western areas actually looking much better with some sunshine, and actually temperatures might be quite a bit warmer there, with 20 Celsius possible, but even that, there may be a risk of the odd shower and thunderstorm sparked off by the warmth. And tonight's weather, even that, any remaining rain or light showers will clear away overnight, so it will be dry, quite a bit of clouds, some clear spells, another cold night for June with lows of 6 degrees Celsius. Now, this week's weather, sadly, it's not going to be a very promising week. A dry-ish start to the new working week. Even that, a few light showers can't be ruled out. Turning very wet again from midweek. There's a lot of uncertainty with the temperatures, though, and even as we approach into next weekend. More on that in just a sec. So, I do hate it when we have a lot of question marks over the forecast, because there's a chance I could be completely wrong to what I may say in the next few minutes. So watch this space. But for tomorrow, for Monday, the new working week, Monday's weather, it's not looking too bad. Mostly dry, but there is still a threat of a few light showers on Monday. Even the odd heavy one can't be ruled out. But most places will have a dry day, but a lot of cloud around. Temperatures as well with the cloud might struggle to get up to 15 or 16 degrees at the very, very best. So disappointing temperatures, like you say, for this time of the year. But mostly dry, no washouts, and the rainfall chance at around 30%. By the time we get into Tuesday, even for Tuesday, there's a bit of uncertainty. A lot of cloud likely, but there is a chance it may break up. We may see some brief sunny spells. Now, if we keep the cloud, temperatures again may be hovering into the mid-teens typically, but if we get into any warm sunshine, temperatures may be more bound to the high teens, close to 20 degrees in some places. So, you might want to actually make the most of Tuesday's weather, even if it might not be all that you probably want to see. Rainfall chance as well will be low on Tuesday, well at its lowest all week at 20%, before by Wednesday a weather system coming in from the west, or that's where the uncertainty really kicks in. We may see a weather front coming in from the west, but we also may have a low pressure forming from the North Sea. Either way, it is likely to be bringing in some potentially heavy spells of rain on Wednesday, which is still good news. We need a lot of rain because it's been so dry last month. So possibly, it's not certain at the moment, but Wednesday could be a washout day. Temperatures again may be suppressed by the rain, so at best maybe around 15 degrees Celsius. It's not a guarantee, so a chance of heavy rain on Wednesday will be around 60%, but like I said, it's not going to be a very pleasant day if you're going out for a walk or something. And it doesn't really change much into Thursday. Maybe some light showers around, maybe the odd heavy one. Further spells of rain is likely at times, and again, temperatures not doing great. Only 14 degrees and a chance of heavy rain or showers, 60% once again. And by the time we get to the end of the week, it looks like by Friday, another spell of heavy rain, either from the west or the east, making landfall across the UK, so another soaking day. But there's some uncertainty with the temperatures. Some models predict it will be mid-teens at the best. Other models may see close to 20 degrees Celsius, so obviously the range is really out of place, I'm afraid to say, at this point in time. But a lot of rain on Friday, either way. me, and a chance of heavy or torrential rain 60% once again. Now by the time we get into next weekend, honestly guys, I'm not even going to be doing next Saturday. There is so much uncertainty at the moment, this is what I'm going to mention. Some models are predicting that into next week it may stay unsettled and very wet, but we may get some warmer air, possibly to do with the wind direction coming in from the east. It's from mainland Europe. Now this time of the year it can actually get quite warm, so we might see temperatures back up into the 20s if we get that airflow. If it was a couple of months earlier, that would bring in some much colder weather. However though, a slight shift in the direction, let's say from the northeast, and those temperatures will be right back down into the mid-teens at the very best. And with low pressure close by, likely into next week, I'm afraid that for the following week, well, for the next 2 weeks at least, it will stay very unsettled with some rain. It will be a bit breezy, but hopefully not quite as windy, because it was very unseasonably windy yesterday. Breezy and wet very likely, some heavy downpours likely, but there's so much uncertainty on how cold or how warm it's going to be. So my advice to you guys, please watch this space, keep an eye on the forecast. If you live in the UK, I would suggest BBC Weather for any further updates, because by the time we get into Wednesday, it could completely change, and unfortunately, there is a chance it could change for the worst. So, but honestly, don't take my word for granted. This is just what I think is a likely outcome. Anyways, that's this week's weather done, guys. It was quite a long one because there's a lot of doubts in mind. Have a fantastic week. Obviously, still the pandemic is still pretty much in alert, and because of the protests going on, really do keep safe if you are going out in an urban area. Alright guys, other than that, have a great week. More videos will be coming out soon. I know it's a bit slow, we'll get there. And anyways guys, have a great week. Storm is now out.